And welcome back, everyone, to part 6 of What If Naruto has Zanpakuto, the Nozarashi edition. Last time in Naruto What If, Naruto finally attained the Shikai of Nozarashi, the giant war cleaver you see in the image here, was able to defeat Gaara and pretty much slice Shikaku down the middle. But, it was still very tiring. He couldn't hold it for very long. And basically, it didn't change anything. The third Hokage did die. So we catch up to after the fact, where the elders go and approach Jiraiya about, being the next Hokage. Jiraiya's like, no, look, I'm not the Hokage type, but if you want a Sani, there's still one other out there. And he basically goes to look for Tsunade. And so he gets ready, and he says, yeah, I should probably take you with me, Naruto. Naruto isn't admittedly, let's say, I'm thinking words here. I'm a little scatterbrained at the moment. I apologize. Again, he's like, I gotta stay and help. I gotta, stay and keep working on it. Come on, kid. You'll have plenty of time to work on practicing that sword when we're out. Besides, with me, you'll be able to spar with Gamabunto without having to summon him yourself. And Naruto's like, I guess that's true. And so Naruto agrees to go with him. Now, along the way, they have their conversations. They're kind of laughing. He talks about being the fourth sensei. Naruto admired the fourth Hokage. And what it was like to be his sensei, what he was like. Obviously, you get the Itachi and Kisame stuff. That nothing changes there because nothing would change. That's one of those almost constants in the Naruto verse that doesn't change, unless for some reason Itachi or Kisame are no longer around before that part. There's nothing that really changes there. What does start to change, though, is that Jiraiya obviously gets to the village of Naruto. He sees the woman. Just go to the hotel room and go, just meditate for a while. I'll be back. And Naruto's pissed, but he agrees. He just meditates and practices his sword stances and, his style with Nozarashi. Now that he's gained access to his Shikai, he's practicing. He's practicing in his mindscape with the new Nozarashi. In his mindscape, he can wield it like it's light as a feather. In the real world, even though it's still light for him, it's still monstrously awkward. Even Kenpachi has to basically rest that thing on his shoulder. Kenpachi's strength is nuts. So it is a very large and cumbersome weapon, even for someone who can wield it. Naruto obviously gets the knock on the door, and he's just wondering, are you finally back, you pervy sage? And there is Itachi and Kisame. Naruto, we'd like you to come with us now. And Naruto is getting a vibe off these guys. The problem is he's still very much aware of keeping collateral to a minimum, at least in enclosed spaces like this. So he's not. He knows I can draw my sword. I can't use my Shikai here. I can't use my release form. But he does know that if I gotta fight these guys, I'll fight them. But he's also wary because these guys are giving off vibes. And as they get in the hallway, Naruto's hand is kind of itching, and Kisame says, I see, he's got a sword in his back, Itachi. I heard this guy was capable of taking down the Shikaku himself. That's pretty dangerous. Maybe I should just shave off his legs. That way he can't get away. Naruto's just getting ready to goes for a handle of his sword. He's like, oh, you want to go toe to toe, kid? And Naruto's actually nervous. Normal ever since Shikaku even admitted to Nozarashi, I fight because it's fun, at least in part. At least a chunk of him really likes it. But at the same time, he's still a kid, and he's not like a one-to-one Kenpachi here. When he sees an opponent who's completely different than who he's met before, this a completely different type of person is what I mean. It's different, fighting Zabuza versus fighting Kisame, who is a legit monster. So Naruto's a little hesitant, but he also does want to, duke it out. At the same time, he's not sure he can take these guys. And so it's at that point that Sasuke shows up. Itachi, I did what you said, brother. I lived my life to kill you. And that's what he has his Chidori up. He even draws the White Fang and, channels the Chidori into the White Fang, so he's got a sharpened Chidori point. And so, he comes in, wrecks the room, does nothing because Itachi just avoids it and just pins Sasuke. Sasuke is just choking out there. You don't have enough hate, and you know what? You never will. And Naruto's like, I gotta help him. I gotta help him out. And I don't think Naruto's initial go-to here is Fox Chakra. I think his initial go-to here is his sword. Because Naruto didn't have much else beyond his Fox Chakra at that point in time. Naruto draws his blade. I can see some chakra leaking off him because it always does. And he draws his blade, Kisame draws his, and they just kind of clash. And Naruto sees, kind of in all shock and order, that his chakra's just going into the blade of Samahada. Samahada really likes your chakra, kid. And I gotta admit, that sword of yours is pretty impressive. And Naruto, for all of his strength, is just getting pushed back. What the hell is with this guy's strength? He just, if I could go Shikai in here, I would. But I can't. I'm sure Nozarashi told him the name of the form is Shikai. Because Nozarashi, in its release state, would be able to really handle Samahada no issue. And so Naruto's struggling. He manages to get a little bit of ground when he puts two hands on it and actually starts to force Kisame back, at least to an even playing field. It's like, no, the kid's stronger than he looks. Well, I guess I was right. I really should just take a couple of those limbs off so you're not going to be a problem. And so Kisame is immediately about to just go into I'm going to take this kid's legs mode until suddenly there's a burst of smoke between them and Gama shows up to block the blade, as well as Jiraiya showing up. And at that point it goes down about the same. Kisame and Itachi have to flee. Sasuke is put into the Tsukiyomi prison, if you will, the illusion. And then he has to use Amaterasu, and they get out of there. Guy then kicks Jiraiya in the face, and all's good. Now, what is happening now during that time frame between then and when they find Tsunade? Because that's about, I think they said it was like a month or two. I don't remember exactly how much time it was. I know it was over a month. I think it was actually close to 2 months. And during that time, Naruto's trying to learn the Rasengan. Well, here, Naruto almost has the Rasengan down, so you know that this is going to be something that he perfects at this point. He gets the Rasengan perfected. But beyond that, as Jiraiya said, one of the things he starts to do is train with Nozarashi in the real world. And one of the biggest issues for Naruto with this particular Zanpakuto is the literal size of it. It is huge. I mean, again, I think when I mentioned it in the last video, Naruto, I think, is at best 5 foot nothing at the moment, or a little over 5 feet. Here, that's still the case here, and I mean, at the moment. Nozarashi is 3 times that size. Nozarashi is 15 feet long. Did I say 5? I think I meant to say 3. And so Nozarashi is huge. And even with Nozarashi's base form, it's just a long and awkward sword that Naruto's gotten used to using, so he can use that without any issue. Nozarashi, though, even in the hands of someone who is supposed to be wielding, even Jiraiya, it's still an unwieldy blade. It's still something that you need to practice a lot with. Now, Jiraiya, having just all that strength naturally with him, was still able to wield it without any real difficulty. It was still awkward for him, he still rested it on his shoulder, but he could still use it as an actual sword. And he used it well, especially for someone who only had it for a few days. And so Naruto is trying to figure out where the balance for Nozarashi really is in terms of where he can hold it. Luckily, like I said, for him, it's lighter than it would be for a lot of other people because it is his blade. If someone else were to pick it up, the weight would probably crush them, or it would just cause them to drop the blade. And so He's he's learning to use Nozarashi a lot more effectively, particularly against Bunta, who didn't like the idea of being a training dummy. Everyone's like, "What are you nuts? The chief told you think I'm some sort of training dummy." Though I suppose I watched this kid slay the Shikaku himself. So as a and again, he didn't actually slay Shikaku itself. He cut this Shikaku-esque sand figure that was made, which is still large and powerful. And said, "So let's see what you got, boy." And so they start clashing, and Bunta's having to get his sword repaired a lot because Nozarashi is nearly cutting through it at points. It's nearly just chipping it. It's like, that blade of his it's quite something indeed. Think you could do this much damage to my own blade? You must be wary, boy. Use that power wisely. It's like, all right, trust me, I got it down. And this leads into Naruto and Jiraiya finding Tsunade. And for the sake of argument, let's say it takes Naruto the same amount of time to get pissed off Tsunade as it did in the original. Because frankly, with this Naruto, he's got a slightly shorter fuse, a lot more aggressive. I have no doubt that, quite frankly, he'd probably snap at her a bit quicker. But Naruto and her just kind of stare over there. You want to take this outside? Fine. I don't usually dirty my hands with such things, but one finger's all I'm gonna need. Is that right? Let's see you back it up. And Naruto comes in, slices Nozarashi down. Tsunade does admit, like, oh, he's pretty fast, but she just disappears. What? Boom! Gets smacked in the head. Naruto has to basically grind his sword into the ground to catch himself. He then just looks at her and is like, you. It's like, come on, why are you so touchy about Hokages? Because unlike you, I admire the Hokages. One day it will be my dream to be the Hokage. And she sees her brother in Naruto. It's like, to which Naruto can see her gazing off a little bit. It's like, no, it's like, you should pay attention on the fight. And all of a sudden he drags his sword into the ground and just launches large chunks of earth at her. I was like, what? And Tsunade's like, whoa. All of a sudden Naruto's there and he's got is coming up again. This time rushing in a little bit as fast as he can with the amount of chakra he has. His sword's coming down quick. It's like, you really think you can stop me? And she just, honestly, using some chakra on her finger, I imagine she could even stop the blade right now. And remember, we're not using the Shikai, we're just using the base form. Just boom. She kind of holds there only to see Naruto with a glowing orb in his hand. Rasengan! She suddenly freaks out. Crap. Poof. She smashes the ground. The Rasengan comes through and does actually clip her just just the shoulder. The ball just grazes her. But even that graze in the Rasengan is nothing to sneeze at, and it is painful. She's like, and she kind of gets almost thrown to the side, but she braces herself. Naruto is able to get his footing back again, and he's ready to go for a second time. When she realizes her shoulder's scraped up, and she sees some blood, and she starts to kind of act, no, and she just closes her eyes. No. Is it what? What's going on here? No, and Jiraiya's like, so she hasn't gotten over that yet, huh? It's like, you. It's like, no. And then she starts to heal her arm. It's like, all right, you little brat. Time for done. And then Naruto just kind of just puts his sword back in its sheath and scabbard. What? What are you doing? It's like, this fight's over. Let's just call it a draw. It's like, what? What are you? We're not done yet. It's like, yeah, we are. You clearly got something going on there. And I'm someone who likes to fight weaklings. Late and Tsunade, and Jiraiya both have to, or late Tsunade, Shizune and Jiraiya both have to get involved. Like, whoa. Hold on. It's like, easy. It's like, he's doing you a favor. You really think he could kill me? Unintentionally, yes. But frankly, not, but maybe not, but that's assuming you're not going all out. And even so, I don't need you killing the kid either. And Jiraiya, what were you thinking teaching that boy that technique? There's no way you could ever master it. Oh, it looks like he's got it down pretty good. Looks like it's, what's the term I'd use here? Looks like it's down. Looks like he's got it pretty down to me. I think that was the term I was looking for. I blanked on that. Sorry. I was like, yeah, whatever. And she just goes like, don't. And Shizune tries to apologize for her and explain everything. And Naruto does get it to some degree, definitely. But at the same time, he's still not happy with how Tsunade is acting, thinking basically she's blaming the world for all her problems and not taking responsibility. Something along those lines. I can't remember exactly how Naruto kind of interpreted it. Actually, to be fair, I don't think he really interpreted it in that way. I think it was more just like, I'm going to prove to you why those dreams aren't stupid, why your boyfriend and why your brother's dreams weren't stupid. That was mostly what Naruto was doing. Eventually, and she obviously she explains that Orochimaru had shown up, and we lead in as Naruto continues to practice getting the Rasengan down. He's not practicing with Nozarashi in like the confined field or confined area he was in near the village, because that'd be stupid. So when Tsunade is watching him, she's she's very impressed by him, but still not believing what he's saying. And so when Orochimaru and Kabuto come back, Jiraiya is still drugged. She goes to meet them. The fight ensues. Eventually, Jiraiya, Naruto, and Shizune show up to aid in the fight. Now, Tsunade and Kabuto duke it out a little bit before Kabuto basically stabs his hand and basically causes her to freak out. It's like, no. It's like, and of course, like, Tsunade is, it's like, hold on. Naruto comes in. It's like, you, Naruto. I'm coming in from the left. And I think the first go around is actually still saying, makes a couple clones, and Kabuto still gets the blood in his eye. So he still is able to kind of trick Naruto and get one over Naruto. But it's because Naruto wasn't prepared for it. And so Naruto gets to West and was like, that little easy, Naruto. That Orochimaru's no joke. And that guy over there could probably go toe-to-toe with Kakashi if he had to. They summon the giant snakes. And then Jiraiya summons his toe. He's like, that fool Jiraiya, still a fool. And where the hell is your father? I was like, what a fool. Now Naruto's pissed. Like, I'm not going to let him talk about the dirty old, the pretty sage that way. And then he summons, only this time, as we've established, he's got the summoning jutsu down pretty effectively. Now, granted, he is only using his chakra here, because just like he did in the original, he didn't use Fox's chakra. That's why Gamatatsu came out. But he's using his own chakra, which is already at a higher level, and he's been practicing, so he can bring out Gamabunta. Unfortunately, I don't think he brings out Gamabunta. Let me rephrase that. I had two ideas for who he brought out. Gamabunta, or I believe it's Gamakaken, the one who believes he's ungraceful. Let's just say it's Gamabunta. And it's like, ugh! And it's like, Naruto. It's like, the fox brat. Yes, I only saw a little of him in the tuning scenes, but it's rumored he was able to defeat the Shikaku himself. It's true. It's not impossible if he's learned to tap into the fox's chakra. And then the dust clears, and it is Bunta who's there. And it would seem he is learning. And Jiraiya, Naruto, well, this better be good. Oh, Orochimaru and Tsunade. Old friends. Do you have a hanky, Jiraiya? I think I'm going to cry. And they quickly realize, oh, these snakes are not going to be enough to deal with Bunta. And it's like, Kabuto, yes, Lord Orochimaru, summoning jutsu! And there's Manda out and about. Now, Tsunade's still freaking out. I'm going to kill... Yeah, Orochimaru, why have you so... That's the thing, they sounded very similar. Bunta sounds more like this, but Manda sounds more like this. Yes, there's more aggression in his voice with Manda. What do you know? Bah! I expect 100 human sacrifices when this is over, Orochimaru. It's like, all right, go help... Kid, for now, go help Tsunade. I got this. And Manda are about to go toe-to-toe. And meanwhile, Naruto jumps off as the snakes still go to attack. As the snakes, I think, aid Manda in combat, except one of them does go for Tsunade, but Naruto just quickly man, it's like, didn't that guy learn? I don't have problems with these snakes. And so Kabuto is actually on the ground as Naruto slays one of the snakes. And he's attacking him and Shizune are going toe to toe. He's I believe he's the chakra scalpels on her Achilles. So she goes down, and now he's about to go for Tsunade. Naruto sees this directly after. By the way, this would all be happening within the span of like a few minutes of each other. It's like simultaneous fights happening at once. Naruto comes in just as he's about to go for Tsunade, and he nearly takes Kabuto's hand off. It's like you don't touch her. And then he all of a sudden switches up his hand and goes straight for Kabuto, lifts him, and he gets a bit of a cut on his face, but we know his healing ability can just recover that. So, Naruto, you really aren't cut out to be a ninja, Naruto. Let's be honest. You're more of a samurai, and plenty of places need those, but not a ninja village. Still, a samurai could be Hokage if you tried. Just step aside. Step aside. There's no reason for you to die needlessly for some dream or for someone else. And Naruto just looks at him and is like, yeah, there's no way that's happening. It's like, ugh. And Kabuto, not really thinking that much on it. It's like, you just blow it all away. Dreams don't come true if you're dead. And Naruto just look at him. It's like, real? And it's like, you're right. They don't. And Naruto just immediately has his hand ready. It's like, your attacks are too basic, Naruto. You really think you're going to hit me? And Naruto is just holding his hand behind it like this. And just, and it's like, and he comes in and hits, and is about to hit Naruto straight in the chest when he all of a sudden sees the Rasengan in his hand. No. And he hits him, and instead Naruto gets hit in his shoulders. Boom! And blasts Kabuto back into the rock. Kabuto's still screwed up as he was originally. He's like, unbelievable. And then Naruto's arm just goes limp. He's like, damn it. I can't move it. He taps into the fox's chakra to try to like to recover, quicken his recovery time. And he can feel it kind of working, but it's gonna take effort and some time. And all the while he catches a Bunta, and Naruto's now huffing and puffing because he's running low on chakra. He used his own chakra for the Bunta summoning. So he's seeing Jiraiya and Manda and Gamabunta squaring off, and Gamabunta took care of the other two snakes pretty quickly, but Manda's the troublemaker here. It's like he shed his skin, and obviously the tail comes in. Naruto sees like, no crap, Pervy Sage. It's like I gotta do something. And Naruto's like, no. And Naruto just finally uses the little bit of the fox chakra he's got left in him, because a lot of it's kind of going to recovering his arm right now. Like it's all being kind of concentrated there. And he's like, and then obviously you see the moment where Manda's tail gets caught. It's like, it's his tail, and then Manda comes out, and Naruto just is about to come in. Similar to what Tsunade did. I was going to say Shizune. Tsunade did with the dagger to the mouth. Naruto comes in, drink Nozarashi, and just and Manda's head goes separates. He sliced Manda's head right clean off. Then everyone just seeing him, there's like, that kid, and Manda just poofs out of existence. And I keep saying Shizune. Tsunade is just stunned as she sees this kid, this warrior here, just like Proudfire just there, just kind of with a smile, and like, ha ha! And then she sees the other thing she's seeing, and Orochimaru is falling to the ground, but he quickly coughs off his sword and is about to jump into the air. It's like, no, I gotta stop him. It was like, no. And Naruto's in midair right now. And Orochimaru's moving too fast for him to basically catch. Same with Jiraiya. Tsunade, where all her strength, comes in and basically takes the hit like she did for Naruto in the original. What the hell? And Naruto can't swipe Orochimaru down because Tsunade's in the way. So he's like, Tsunade, Grandma, and they all go to the ground. Naruto lands. He's kind of run out of chakra at the moment. Like, damn it. Like, he's even having trouble lifting up Nozarashi. He's like, it's like, Tsunade, this boy's a problem. If Katsuki get his hands on them, it'll be problematic. You must let me kill him. No way. And so Naruto's like, come on, Granny, you can stop him, or we can do this. And there's no way I'm gonna let you. I'm out. I'm done, Jiraiya. And Bunta, we know, pops out of existence at this point. He's like, with a broken rib and a broken foot and cracked ribs, I'm useless. But he's still looking on, like he's trying to fight anyway. Jiraiya trying to get there, and Tsunade keeps standing in the way of Naruto before finally, she stops the shaking, loses her fear of the blood because she's here to defend Naruto and protect this this generation, and just lays the smackdown on Orochimaru. And I think that more or less plays out the same that smackdown. Orochimaru and Kabuto piss off, and everyone's good. Tsunade, luckily, unfortunately, her real form is revealed. Naruto even sees it, which, by the way, they imply she looks very decrepit. She's only 50. Like, have you seen some 50-year-olds? Like, they look pretty good. Like, there are 50-year-olds who look like they're in their goddamn 20s these days. But I'm guessing it has to do with the usage of her abilities that have, like, worn down her body over time. Either way, you know exactly what you're supposed to call it. Lady Tsunade, don't call me that. You know exactly what you're supposed to call me now. And Naruto doesn't like it still. They clash. Like this time, Tsunade doesn't take him lightly anymore, so she quickly just boom knocks his headband off, and then gives him the kiss on the forehead. So we end off with her helping Sasuke and Kakashi recover. And Sasuke just fuming and just lingering in that negativity about what happened with Itachi and how he feels about Naruto. And it all comes together with Sasuke challenging Naruto to fight on the roof. That's where we're going to end part 6. I'll admit, I was a little jumbled in this one. It's been a bit of a long day. And not even that I did anything. I've just been, doing other things today. But I still want to get my video up. I'll try to get that third one I had an idea for out in a little bit. But until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time. Later, everyone.